Hi, it's Sean, the Fluency Awesomizer. This is Decoding Multi-Syllabic Words, episode 29. I have 4 words I want to take a look at today, and let's start by looking at them. Get ready to read these words, read them right out loud. What's this word? All right, how about this one? 2 more, what's this? And this one. Okay, question. Were any of those tricky? If so, keep watching. I'm going to review how you can use some strategies to decode those tricky words. First, a reminder of the tortoise and the hare fable, and the moral: slow and steady wins the race. Now, it's great advice when you are stuck on a big unfamiliar word like this one. You can think of those words as races. There's a finish line, the end of the word. And if you read like the hare, you might want to race through those big words to get finished quickly. That's where mistakes can happen. But if you read like the tortoise and you take it slow and steady, your decoding, that patient decoding, is really going to improve your reading. So keep that in mind. Let's look at those 4 words. Now, I'm going to start at the end of these words to model for you how it's okay when you're stuck on a big word to pay attention to the end of the word first, because sometimes that's where the tricky part is. This word's got this EOU vowel triplet at the end. You have to recognize that. You have to know it when you see it, and you might not know that. You might be unsure about it. So we'll talk about it in a moment. There's sim, mul, that's molt, tan, tane, and is that ouse? This is the word simultaneous. It's a really difficult word to read because it's not English in origin. We get it from the ancient language Latin. There's a Latin root, simul. In Latin, that means at the same time. That's kind of what simultaneous means. But the other tricky part is this EOUS at the end. That's also Latin in origin. In Latin, it's spelled EUS, and it's pronounced ES. And sometime in history, a long, long time ago, the English language adapted that, but they put an O in there too, right? It's still pronounced ES, but you don't, the O, I guess you could say, is silent. You don't pronounce that ES, just like the Latin ES. So we've got the word simultaneous. You don't pronounce the O. It's something to remember too when you spell a word with ES at the end. The second word, again, I'm going to look at the end first because it's got this tricky ending, TION. You need to know it when you see it, and it could be unfamiliar right now, but it's French. It's pronounced shun. Doesn't look like shun, does it? Looks like tie-on, kind of. So that's shun. There's Asian. That's also pretty common at the end of words. And so there's Asians, and it looks like simul we were just talking about. This is simulations. No, this is simulations. And it comes from the root simulate. And the unusual thing about this word is you actually say you when you pronounce that you, simulate. That's also a Latin origin. There's a Latin origin to that word. Simulate. So with that verb, simulate, it's got a silent E. We're going to drop that E and add ION to turn it into a noun, simulation, and an S to make it plural for simulations. All right, the next 2 words, starting with the top one. Again, just to demonstrate, it's okay to look at the end first, because I could see the word rate at the end of this word. There's rated, and I knew it was under at the beginning. So this is the word underrated. And it comes from, the root is rated. Put it under before that to make a compound word, underrated. That literally means rated under, as in rated below, right? Underrated, underrated. The last word, again, I'm going to look at the end of this word just to demonstrate, like I've been saying. This one's tricky because, well, first of all, I know it starts with un, but I want to pay attention to the end first because it looks like it ends with red, and it doesn't. There's the word deter. That's undeter, but that is not undeterred. It's undeterred. And the root word is deter. That is a verb. And like a lot of verbs, you put an ED to make it past tense, deterred. But there's a rules that you need to know. Sometimes you double the consonant, and deterred has 2 R's, I guess because it might look like deterred here. So there's deterred. It's not deter red. There's a rule about the ED ending that can make 3 different sounds. And this time you only hear the D part, deterred. The E is silent. And put the prefix un, you've got the opposite of deterred, undeterred, undeterred. That's today's video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook for lots more helpful videos like this to improve your decoding. Look at my photos at Facebook. You'll find in the timeline photos a big pile of reading challenges you can check out to help practice decoding the big words, and it would definitely awesomize your fluency. If you haven't found it yet, search the Fluency Awesomizer. Like, follow, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. Come back and see me soon. Bye.